for me. Because I come from a very conservative Christian background, there was huge conflict. It was traumatic.
I was frightened. I was in panic that my children would be lonely in old age, would have no family life.
And I felt really quite lost.
We just got off on the wrong foot. You know, it was a bad start. And I wish it had been different.
All of us have had a wobble and come out the other side.
It's a heartwarming documentary that tells the story of different mothers after hearing about their children coming out. It's so admirable how these women fight all the negativity that they hear from society and still remind their children that they are loved and accepted. It's also interesting to see how some of these mothers have even become somewhat of motherly figures to other children whose parents weren't so accepting of them being who they are. The entire documentary makes you feel like there is still some type of glimpse of hope in this world for families and dealing with the homophobia that society constantly brings on.
I really liked this film. I thought it was a really interesting perspective to take to hear from the mothers of queer children and their experiences with being a parent to somebody with this lifestyle. Hearing the stories of like the rejected children whose parents just disown them, won't talk to them, so heartbreaking. And then also hearing the side of the parents who are accepting, but then have to hear and see the way that society views their children is also so terrible. And it just shows really what an integral and pivotal role that parents have in their child's life, and how you can make such a difference by just accepting them the way that they are and loving them, because love truly should overpower any other beliefs or anything like that. I also liked about the film that it actually was more of a slideshow than a film, and the story was told in a narrative way, more of a voiceover, and then just getting to see these beautiful shots of people celebrating and loving, and the colors and the costumes and embracing who they are. And it was just really lovely to see, really lovely to hear.
The photos, and yet you hear the story being told, was really cool. There's a lot of color behind each person, a lot of emotion going on, so that was captured, and the essence of love, and just kind of no matter where you stand on the situation and have your own beliefs about, to see the beauty of the vulnerability of the people who really want their family to love them. And I think that's what everybody really wants. So that definitely came across in such a short film. I love the love.
The best image compilation from a parade. I found it inspiring to see the progress that some parts of the world, specifically on this one, have made on this topic of inclusion and acceptance and tolerance and love is love. And I think it was very nicely narrated, and the script and the images and stories from supporting moms specifically were delightful.
I love the clip from Torch Song Trilogy. It was a great celebration. Happy Pride. It was eloquent.
It got to me. It was very emotional. I love the idea behind this, and the song choice is pretty unarguable, pretty iconic for the time. I love how candidly each mother spoke about her experience. If it wasn't always a good thing, most of all, how they processed and moved past the initial shock of their children coming out as gay. Of course, it was colorful. It was very prideful, queer in nature. It was quaint. But most of all, MotherLove was also quite impactful. It's worth a watch for everyone, regardless of which walk of life they come from. I think it's an important perspective to share.
There's some real strong messaging here, and that is, we need to be supporting each other. No matter what it is, no matter what walk of life or what have you, support to me seems to be the underlying theme here. And I think this short does a great job at just amplifying that message through this lot of lovely photography. There's some great shots. There's some really great lines in here from some of the people talking, and some really, ones that just kind of hurt to hear about, a mother not wanting to hug her own daughter because she finds out she's a lesbian. I'm paraphrasing there, but that really touched me. I thought it was strong. It's a smart thing to have included it in this documentary because it really nails home how we just need to support each other more. So yeah, I'm glad this one exists.
I think it ended on a fantastic quote, which is, "I wouldn't change a hair on my son's head, but I would change society." I think that really speaks to what the entire piece is about as a whole, which is we should be looking to make the world a better place for different kinds of people, not make different kinds of people less different. So very well done in just a short span of time.